Hi everyone, it's me. I'm still alive and kicking. It's been a long time actually since I've done a video related to my cancer journey, and I know I said I was going to constantly do them, but life got lifing and got in the way. So I'm really sorry that I haven't done any updates, but I'm drawing inspiration now from my friend Amy, who is in the exact same position as me in regards to she had TNBC as well, triple negative breast cancer, a single right mastectomy as well. Only she ended up having to have a full lymph node clearance, as unfortunately for her, it was in her lymph nodes. But she is vlogging her journey at the moment because she's still in active treatment. She's carrying on immunotherapy. I will put her excuse me, I will put her link somewhere in the comments. Forgive me, I'm not much of a vlogger myself, so I'm a bit rubbish at doing it. But I thought I'd let you know where I'm at. And right now I'm sitting in my bra because I wanted to show you what it looks like to have a single right mastectomy. Now I'm going to quickly just talk about where I'm at. As you all know, thank God, well actually maybe you don't know, but I ended up having a PCR. Now that means a pathological complete response. Basically, the tumour had gone. It died, I should say. So real quick, I might go into this a bit more in depth in a later video, but I'm just going to touch upon it now because I know that this is going to affect a lot of people going through this, and I want to give them kind of like a glimmer of hope because I was monitored throughout my I don't like saying journey, but it's just an easier way to say it, journey. So I had a start, middle and end of MRI, CT scans, ultrasounds, etc. So I started with a tumour size of 4.5 centimetres, quite large. Like, that's how I felt it. Felt it was large one day, popped up, it was just large, full stop. And I was like, whoa, it's big. I really will go into depth because I'm going to tell you there was a lot of stuff that happened in regards to a bit of a mess around. In regards to having been told at one point it was shrunk and then being told no, I should never have been told that because it hasn't. I was told at one point I would only be needing a lumpectomy, and then someone else said no, that was never on the cards, it was always a mastectomy. I'm going to go into that in another video, so this is more just about the actual mastectomy, etc. But to brief it quickly, I had start, middle and end MRI, which showed I had basically not only had I not had a response to the chemo, it had also grown a few millimeters. So instead of being 45 centimeters, which was at the start and middle, and they thought it would be at the end, they wanted it to decrease in size, it actually went up to 49 millimeters, so 4.9, just under 5 centimeters basically. Really quickly, they said it could be scarring, but on the last MRI, they said there was so much dye contrast highlighted that there would be no way that this is not still active tumor cells, living cancer cells. I am still upset that they didn't give me a PET scan, because I did ask for a PET scan. As you may know from my previous videos, I've been working with Gila, the cancer alchemist, who taught me chemo ecstasy, etc., to go through chemo without side effects, all that side of things. And she kept saying to me, push for a PET scan. It's the only way that you're going to know that you've got living, active cancer cells. And they wouldn't budge on it. They just said, no, you've got CT, you've got the MRI, it's enough, we can see it's highlighted. And that will be in the other story. But whatever, the point is, I knew that it had shrunk because I knew in my heart of hearts, like, obviously you hear that and you think, oh my God, what has all this chemo been for? But again, because of working with Gila, I knew I put the work in to really try and heal myself and work with the chemo, basically, meaning that I was really trying my best to build up my immune system, basically, and being positive throughout the whole thing, which in itself can be challenging, obviously. Now, I also felt that the lump had shrunk after, I think, the second chemo. And I was so happy and blah, blah, blah. But when they told me when I did the midway that it hadn't, you can imagine my mental health did take a big nosedive. And I thought, oh my God, it's the chemo's not worked. And me doing all this work with Gila, it's not worked. I've got as much cancer at the start as now as I did at the start. But thank God, it did work. Yeah, it worked, and it worked really well. And the doctors were shocked. I had the mastectomy. I don't regret that, but I had it, and yeah, they did the pathological complete response, which he was taken aback, my surgeon. He didn't think it was possible with what the MRI was showing. But I just wanted you to draw on hope that if this ever happens to you, not always, obviously, but please don't give up hope thinking that that's it. You're still full of cancer and all this side of things, because it could be like me where it actually worked. And I wish they just listened to me asking for the PET scan, because I think that would have helped my mental health completely. Because the PET scan is, I've never had one, but I believe they put like glucose, and they inject like a kind of glucose in you, and that's the only thing that actually shows living cancer cells, as opposed to just the MRI dye, which now I know can also highlight inflammation and dead tissue. So yeah, it really sucks that he didn't listen to me, and it's, it is what it is, so there's no point dwelling on it. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like to have had a mastectomy and be in a bra. And I had my single mastectomy on the 29th of November 2024. What are we now? I think it's April 25th or 26th? 26th, 2025. So we're looking at a good 6 months. Yeah, good 5 to 6 months. I'm so bad with math, so apologies. But this is me. Please excuse my weight because I haven't lost any. But this is, do you see what I mean? But this is it. Now this is my good breast, and this is my mastectomy side. Now this is a form prosthesis. Now what that means is, as you can see, I've got pockets, and this is slipped in here, and it creates that breast. Now, I've still got swelling on this side, but if you didn't know me, I don't think you would be able to tell, even with just the bra on. Like, you can't really tell, unless you look right there. You can't tell, okay? And the only downside to this prosthesis is, and this isn't with many other women, it seems, it's just me being unlucky, is that it keeps kind of like doing that. So over the day, the course of the day, it will ride up like that. Now, they tried to say to me, oh, maybe because I'm a little bit more weighty, but I know people who are slightly bigger than me and they don't have this issue, so I don't believe that. So I am actually going back. This is probably the third or fourth prosthesis that I've tried, because they come in different, obviously, sizes. And yeah, so I'm now going to try, hopefully, the stick onto the skin one. See if that makes any difference. I don't know. It could be better, it could be worse. But the good thing, I think with all hospitals on the NHS, but at least I know definitely with mine, is if it doesn't work for you, you can, as long as you've got the box, you can say, it's not working, can I try something else? And, thank God we've got the NHS, because this is all free. Like, amazing, right? Because I looked at how much it would be to buy it, and it's at least £200. And I've tried 4. So if I was to have tried one that I bought, I don't have the luxury of saying, oh, sorry, this isn't the good one for me. I want to try another one. I'd probably just have to buy another one. So very grateful. But this is also my scarring. Now, don't worry, this is not a breast, so I can show you. But this is what I look like. So this is 6 months after surgery, and I'm healing pretty decently. The only thing I would say is that I do need to lose weight, because you can see this basically, and as I said, you can see fluid and fat, whatever, but I am trying to lose weight. I actually do have a hypnotherapy session after this video, because I really need to try my best to get healthy, because obviously, having had cancer, I really want to take my health more seriously, and it is about health. But yeah, look, as you can see, I tend to not shave under my arm. I'm sorry, this is TMI, but I have numbness here. Like, I can't really feel much still. My partner was like tickling me, like even that really I can't feel. Yeah, can't really feel it, but he was tickling me on purpose. I said, let me see if I can feel it. So I looked away and I was like, tell me when you're touching me. And he said, I am touching you. And I was like, oh, great. So I tend to not shave there because I just can't feel it. And you can risk lymphedema. Even with, I had 5 nodes out. So even though I didn't have a full node clearance, you still can risk lymphedema. So I'm a bit hesitant to shave without being able to feel it. But I think because of the surgery, I'm hardly growing any hair anyway, which is a plus. Oh, side note, all this is extensions. This is my hair, my actual hair. If you remember, I was cold capping throughout. I did keep my hair, thank God. My eyebrows have grown back. I've got makeup in my eyebrows, but they've grown back. All my lashes are my own, and actually my lashes are quite long. When I put mascara on, I think they're longer than they were before. But yeah, so I just wanted to quickly update you with where I'm at. I'm doing quite well, living my life as normal. Few aches and pains, a bit of an understatement, but I'll go into more detail like I said in another video. I'm breathless, like even me getting up and down now, I can hear it in my chest. I'm a little bit tired, and yeah, so things like that are the hardest part, I would say, is the mobility aspect of things. Like, I can't really walk more than a few steps with just being so breathless, and I'm so tired like when I do. But you know, you can hear me heavy breathing already. But I'm going to go into a lot more detailed video later on. I think I just wanted to quickly brief that. I mean, I do have my hypnotherapy soon. But yeah, I just wanted to update you all, because it's not nice seeing someone going through a cancer treatment and then not knowing where they're at. Because I remember when I was first diagnosed, literally scaling through YouTube and other social media outlets just to see videos on someone who they started their journey, and I was like, well, what happened next? Are they still alive? You know, you hold on hope, you know, you want to see the people that are still going. And I didn't want to be that person that just leaves things, you know. So here I am giving you a very quick video to let you know that I'm still here, still alive, still well. But I will update you properly with all the ins and outs. So I wanted to say thank you to Amy to get me inspired to actually get back on and do this video, because I think it's really important. But love to you all.